Yo, legends, welcome to the very first ever Paradise podcast. Yo, I am the Kaiser, like a ninja, but wiser. Welcome to my pad. Welcome to the Kaiser's house, where we're looking to discuss Celtic and have some fun. Hopefully we get to, one day we'll get some guests, we'll upgrade the power within the stream. But what's most important right now, Kaiser needs you. He needs you chatters. He needs you to get involved. Welcome in, anyone who's here. Welcome, legends. This is the very first time I have used this setup. You know what I mean? It might make me a little bit sad. It might make me sad. It's the very first time I've tried to use the mic, play some music, and present a podcast on my own. I may look a bit silly at times, okay? I may look a bit silly, but I'm going to try my best. Hopefully, people can find the channel, explore the links, and get in here. Then they can tell me if the music is loud enough, if the music is too loud. Sort of playing it through a speaker and letting it filter through the microphone, which is never the best policy, of course. I'm used to using other streaming software like OBS, which allows you to share audio more balanced. It allows me to put music from my PC straight onto the stream. Anyway, right to the point, right to the meat and bones of the issue. Glasgow Celtic, been away on a friendly tour in Australia. On the whole of the tour, I've enjoyed the football we've played, not been too happy with the results. Once again, plethora of chances that we should have been capitalising on. Really, running a podcast, running something like this is reliant on chat. Really, chat is essential. So starting something like this, getting it off the ground, understand this first episode, it's going to be me meandering a bit, making a couple of points. Hopefully people filter in, get interested. If not, then hopefully that comes at a later date on future podcasts. As I said, this is the very first one, very first time we're going to do this. Recently, I took part in the sleep out at Celtic Park, which was a charity event, a night out under the stars in Celtic Park, a night in paradise, raising some money for some very good causes. Thoroughly enjoyed it. From the second I turned up on the Celtic Way and seen it all decked out in the Christmas lights, I thought it was amazing. To my experience with the staff going into the stadium, I also really enjoyed it. I did bring a live stream from the event, which is on my other YouTube channel, which is like more of a gaming scene. That's what I do as well. I do gaming over on Twitch TV. Loved the event. I wore a light up suit that makes me look like a stick man. Dancing around, raising money, raising some donations. Managed to raise, to this point, I believe a grand total of like £140, which is utterly stunning considering how little I promoted the event, how little I seen of the event and pushed it forward just to go live and have people in. Also, large amounts of the support who knew me through podcast communities, being on things like the Endless Celts podcast. By the way, massive shout out to the Endless Celts guys, right? They helped me, pushed the stream forward and helped advertise. And places like the Boise Bus as well. And people on social media like Ryan118, massive YouTuber. Thank you very much, Ryan, for all your help. Getting involved, sharing the stream, sharing the tweets, really helped us reach somewhat of the target. I believe we're at like 65%. The lines for the donations do not close until the 3rd of December. So if anybody wishes to donate, I will drop the links right after the video. I'll put them in the comments at the bottom. So anybody, when the video goes live and it will remain on the channel, check out the comments. You'll be able to find a link there to go and donate, should you wish to go and donate. Right, so again, I'm going to say it right, to the meat and bones, right? the way I picture this being is me playing some music, having some fun, and introducing Celtic fans to my vision of Celtic, how I see our club progressing, or what I would like to see. Coming right down to things I've made comments of, a global app, drone lighting displays over the top of Paradise, really taking the club into the future. Live streams from training videos, challenges involving young fans and fans overseas, submitting content, training regimes, diets, things like that, all available on a global app that should be available for like £10 a month, paid globally. Celtic could be looking at raking in millions upon millions of pounds a month, and even more yearly, far dwarfing any TV deal that we currently have in place right now, and bringing the club into the future. Another big thing that was on the cards was January transfer window. Lots of fans delighted, seem all too happy to accept the departure of Josip Juranovic, the fireball himself, Mr. 305. Me, I'm pretty much the same, in the same opinion. I think Celtic should have like a 5-year deal when we sign these players with a 3-year cycle. We should maximise their value and then sell them. Personally, I've been commenting and saying I was looking for the manager to sell 7 players this transfer window. On the first day of January, 8 instantly part with 7 players. CCV, Jota, Abada, Hatate, O'Reilly, and Kyogo. Also, JJ. Well, Mr. 305 himself, the last one. 7 players. Imagining the comparative value of these players, Celtic really could raise a large war chest to have a real crack at Europe. Handing that money to Ange and imagining what Ange is achieving right now with the £2 to £4 million region of signing. And I know Jota and CCV were slightly more than that, but what he's achieving with those signings and what he could achieve with even more money really whets my appetite. Really see this January as a signal of intent. I see Celtic as sometimes a very reactive club. We are never proactive. We never put our best foot forward. We never extend into the future and go and upgrade to do things in Europe. We tend to watch and see what happens with our rivals, and then we equip adequately to deal with domestic threat. We never over-equip to challenge in Europe, and that's what Ange Postecoglou and Celtic need to do this year. We need to over-equip. Really, I'm looking for the signals of that in January. With the way the manager's done his business in the past, I do think Ange isn't the type to pick around the edges of a plaster. He will just rip that shit straight off. You know what I mean? Straight off. I do see him getting in and parting with players. He has laid the foundations in that. He has dropped hints and said that be prepared for some fan favourites to leave. Be prepared for fan favourites to go. So I'm fully prepared, looking at fan favourites, looking at the value of the players that we've brought into the club, and looking at how we have now maximised their value. Their player profiles have been raised by Glasgow Celtic and Ange Postecoglou to a higher level. We could be looking at cashing in on these players for maximum profits, the maximum amount that we can bring in for them. Anybody out there, right, if you're in the chat, please comment away. Feel free to like and subscribe. Tell me what's going on. Make sure you can hear me. Make sure you can hear the music. I'm trying to find a nice balance for the music, so it's a little bit of entertainment and good vibes, because that's what I'm all about, the vibes, right? And also, it's not overpowering. So I'm not really seeing anything in chat, you know what I mean? Not really seeing anybody in the live stream, which I thought would happen. I thought was a massive possibility. Very first time I've done this, very first time I've went for it. Maybe not run the broadcast for like an entire hour of just me talking, you know what I mean? Maybe take a little time. I'll turn the music off, chill out, See if we can get some interaction, share the stream out. This is what happens when you're live streaming. When you first begin live streaming, you're often talking to yourself. It's an empty room, but you must think that the very next person in the door could be the person you need, the person to share the stream, the person to share you out. I would love to have people's opinions and things going on right here and now in the chat. I'm very used to that from Twitch. Anybody who sees this and wants to come over, it's Twitch TV/Kaiser and 4 underscores, spelled the exact same way you see it on the screen, except with 4 underscores. You'll see me playing games and gaming on Twitch. It's a lot more fast-moving, fast-paced chat. It's hard to initiate a podcast on your own, but this is what it's all about. Starting it off, looking to find interaction, people to come into the stream, and also fellow podcasters to be in here with me. Pardon me. Which is a very hard ask, because what you're doing essentially is asking people to put themselves on camera and share their opinion, share how they feel. That opinion could be well received. It might not be well received. They could receive a bit of hate on social media, as a lot of people have received lots and lots of hate on social media for their comments throughout podcasts. Me, I don't care. It's water off a duck's back. As I says, I've done live streaming for a long time. I know what it's all about. I know what the world's all about. I know what people out there are all about. Lots of very, very, very supportive people, very nice people. So all I can do here, really, guys, is continue to waffle my opinions about Celtic. As you've heard me say about transfers, right? What I thought about transfers, how I see the club moving forward. Dreams of a global app, dreams of including fans overseas. I've went as far as dreaming of Celtic buying a cruise liner and parking it on the Clyde and using it for a hotel for away support when they come in Europe, and also using it for European away games, sail away with Celtic. You know what I mean? Everybody loads on to the cruiser. Everybody goes on the cruise ship, and we all sail away. We all sail away to the away games in Europe. Just really taking the full Celtic community and all the fans and providing a source of transport and also a source of revenue for Celtic. As you can tell, big ideals, delusions of grandeur, but that's what you do. That's what you do to reach the future. You shoot for the stars, and if you're lucky, you land on top of the world. And that's what Glasgow Celtic need to do. We're in a prime position. We're a global brand recognised across the world. Anywhere you see a Celtic top, it's instantly recognisable. I'm wearing a basketball top here from the Boston Celtics in the mighty US of A. America! Fuck yeah! So the global reach of Glasgow Celtic has to be explored and has to be capitalised on. I often find myself, I struggle to attend games. I struggle to get a season ticket, but I have a friend, when he doesn't want to go to the games, he gives me his season ticket and I get to go. So I can understand what goes on between fans. Fans seem to have like a snobbery amongst each other. Or do you have a season book? Or well, you're not as good a fan as a guy with a season book. Or do you go to every game? Do you go to every home game? Do you go to away games? Do you go to away games in Europe? There seems to be these levels of filtration that seem to determine what level of fan you are if you're an armchair fan. Me, I don't believe any of that. I believe there is Celtic fans who have never seen the inside of paradise and would probably be something on their bucket list to come to paradise and experience a Celtic game. Even any game at all, not even just a big European game. Of course, that would be amazing, but any game at all. And I see those fans equally of worth, equal value to a fan that pays money and sits in the stadium every week. These fans are not presented with the opportunity to contribute, to give as much as everyday fans. And I think they should be. That's why, hence, I suggest a global app for Glasgow Celtic. And hence, I waffled about the sleep out I was doing for charity and spoke about the Endless Celts podcast, boys. I seen an upload for them the other night where they were doing their worst ever Celtic 11. They also tweeted it out, and the amount of interaction on that has just been driving my social media absolutely crazy. Every time I open it up, it's like 60 plus notifications. So by all means, check us out on Twitter. That's at Kaiser. It's actually my full ID. It's at Kaiser Soze, HTTC on Twitter, and at Endless Celts Podcast. That's the Endless Celts guys, right? Really, really like some of the podcasts that I've been on, right, guys? Really enjoyed being there. Some of the guys, when you've got people to bounce off and react and talk to, it's easier to leap forward into a situation. Some of the guys didn't like the filters, you know what I mean? We'd be talking about Jota, and I'd be like, oh, Jota's the GOAT, you know what I mean? Jota, yo! And then you've got the Hatate, the wee GOAT Hatate. Oh, let's go! But the filters are just for effect. You know what I mean? I'm not using them to demean or humiliate other chatters. I'm using them to highlight points and try and bring a bit of humour. Understand that this stream here is kind of been higgledy-piggledy, pillar to post, kind of a bit stale and flat because there's no one in chat. Yeah. Really, that's it is what it is. You know what I mean? That's the path to true love was never a smooth road. But this is the first podcast. This will be the first sort of time I've done something on my own. I did just turn the music off. I was like, I've just done that off just now. But I will listen back to the stream and I'll attempt to balance it myself. Then that way, if I go live again, I can make a decision whether it's better to use the music or not use the music. Anyone who does find, please smash subscribe, smash like, and share it out. There is a lot of chatters out there who I would love to shout out. The Mighty Feed the Bear, Studs, geez, Alistair. There's so many, man. So many throughout the Celtic chats. So sorry, Ryan Kelly. Oh, there's just so many to mention. I know when the guys see this, they'll wish they'd caught it live, or wish I had done a better job of promoting that it was going to be live. I did say I would be live at 1 o'clock, and then I decided maybe just make that 2 o'clock. Naturally, that leaves me rushed because I have a young family and they will be coming home from school. So, not an ideal time, but in my defence, I do watch other Celtic podcasts. I did watch The Celtic Way this morning with the mighty Tony Haggerty and my man Aiden. Aiden made a steal, cold and hard, 316 Aiden, stone cold. And then I watched a bit of the Axum update and the daily update for Axum. Always enjoy watching Axum. Fantastic podcast, fantastic team. Always a highly involved chat. That's exactly what is needed. Interactive and involved chat. That's one thing I'd like to say about me and I'd like to say about Paradise Podcast here is chat will be paramount. The points raised and the point made in chat will be absolutely paramount. Now, you've listened to me for a good 18 minutes, I believe it is. I would like to quit while I was ahead. Leave it here and now, and hopefully people find this upload. I'll advertise it a bit better, advertise it a bit more. Hopefully people find it, and the next time we go live, there will be more activity within the stream and more activity within the chat. As I said, I will be live later on today on Twitch TV, playing some games, playing some of the new Call of Duty, playing some DayZ, blasting music at a more crystal clear level throughout the stream. I also sing and dance, even though I'm completely terrible at both. I don't care. I embarrass myself for fun. If I do a live stream and one person smiles, it's mission successful for me. So please, if you see this and you smiled at any point, had a good time, agreed, disagreed, leave it in the comments, drop me a like, make sure you're subscribing and share us out to the community. Make sure people know where to find the Kaiser and Paradise Podcast. As said, very, very first one. Thank you for being here whenever you get here. I will leave the links to donate in the comment should you wish to donate to the sleep out. As I said, lines close on the 3rd of December. Please, have a blessed day. Have a beautiful day. And from me, hail, hail, legends. I'll catch you on the next live, which will probably be tomorrow afternoon from 1 p.m. I'm going to make this a daily thing every day from 1 till 2. We'll see what happens, right, legends? See if we can build this up. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Kaiser's took the first step. Let's go, legends. Catch you on the next one. Hail, hail.